Welcome to Simply Joy by Kristen. I'm Kristen, and I'm so glad you are here. Well, friend, it's going to be a good one today. I had so much fun in the last video doing the Upcycle Holiday Battle that we went for episode 2. And of course, to add a little bit more interest, we're going to do a voiceover while I'm sick. So stay tuned, maybe grab something warm to drink because I'm going to have a little coffee as I do this, and let's get started. Today's matchup are the mugs versus the spools. Who will win? Let's roll out the red carpet and introduce our two opponents. First to walk the red carpet is Mug 1 in a sleek black outfit, followed by their companion, all in white, with, of course, that hint of accessory red. Next up, we have the Spools. Check them out as they walk the red carpet. They come with such versatility in sizes and colors. Let's start with some mugs. I am going to create little scenes in them. And with this first mug, I'm going to walk you through my creative process of how I decided what to use. So first up, I had this snowman, and I thought for sure I was going to use it with the white mug. Like, that was the one thing going into this video that I was confident about. Well, my emotional artist decided, no, I prefer this cute little caroler instead. And so I guess that's my first tip. Not tip. Don't get so stuck on using one thing and being open to something else if that fits better. Next up are the trees. And so I have a stash of trees, and I pulled out 2 looks, and I compared them. And I want you to look at it, like, which one are you drawn to? Which one looks better to you? I liked the one that was fuller. It was a darker green. It had the snow covering, and I thought that it complemented the little caroler better. So that's what I went with. Then there's the wording. The Merry Christmas kind of had that feel that I was looking for. However, I felt like it took away too much from the caroler, and so I went with the Oh Christmas Tree. And I really do think that was exactly the right decision, because couldn't the little caroler be singing Oh Christmas Tree? And then lastly was the snowflakes. Now, this was just to kind of give me an idea of what I liked. However, I did keep them all in a little dish next to me just in case I changed my mind. You know, when you're actually building it and the snowflakes are towards the end, it will speak to you. You'll see what looks good and what doesn't. I remember watching someone a long time ago, and they were making a wreath, and they talked about having a variety of greens as you make the wreath. That gave it more of interest. And I think that's the same thing with these little mini scenes, is that when I'm using the snowflakes, I try to use a variety when I'm and textures and colors, not the same look. I hope that makes sense. So the snow is made out of DIY vintage linen paint with DIY frosting, and it is my go-to, but that doesn't mean that has to be my only go-to. I used to use that buffalo snow all the time. I actually tried some German glass glitter for the first time in this video, so you'll see me using that. But just be open to trying new things and seeing what works. I like a fuller look in the mugs. But you can go simpler. Like you could have just went one tree and the caroler and maybe a snowflake. So as you're building your little scenes, see what speaks to you. Let's do the second mug together. Almost everything are things that you could go out and purchase right now. So let's build one as a team, right? Right. First up, you need a mug. Go get one from your cupboard. Go get one from the Dollar Tree. Go thrift one. Doesn't matter. Just pick a mug that you think is cute. Next, the trees. These trees are probably my favorite when it comes to miniature scenes, and they're from the Dollar Tree. I do think that they've upped the price because these were my stash from last year, so just keep that in mind. I also then use the snowman from Hobby Lobby, painted white and black, just to give a very basic look. The ribbon, oh, I went to go replenish this. This is my last little piece from last year. It's the color Sage. It's in their regular ribbon section, and I love it. The snowflakes, I think for the most part, are also from Hobby Lobby, except I think one is from somewhere else, and I can't remember where it's from. So here we are, we're building it. Remember, you can use the buffalo snow, you can use that glittery snow that you can buy, or you can use the DIY paint mixed with the DIY frosting, or maybe you have another concoction. Please share in the comments if you have another way that we can make snow. Then you are going to make a secure base for your scene to sit on. I use a variety of things, but something made of wood is normally involved. And then I just start building on top. I don't want the platform to be all the way to the lip of the mug. I want a little bit of depth just for the snow. But just enjoy, play around, see what works, add even more details. When it comes to these scenes, I think more is more, and I think you should do it. Lastly, I wanted to show you that I didn't give up on the cute little snowman. I felt like he needed his own little scene, and so I went in my stash, got a wood round, and I created the cutest little scene that is maybe a little over the top. I pulled out that Merry Christmas that I didn't use earlier, and you will be seeing this one in the final reveal too. I have some fun news to share with you at the very end, so make sure that you're sticking around for that. But let's move on to our second opponent, the Spools. I am almost positive that they all are from my grandma, if not almost all of them. So these are ones that when we were cleaning out her house, and she had such a creative side to her that I was able to collect a few of the things, and I love incorporating them in projects that I am doing. So I started with cutting a piece of scrapbooking paper with kind of a vintage Christmas vibe and some pretty red yarn. And then I don't know if you ever see them while you're out thrifting, or maybe you're aware of them because you've seen them on trees, but those really cute little wood ornaments. And a lot of times they're not perfect. They've had some wear and tear. But I still love getting them, and they are so perfect for creating little scenes. I think the hardest thing for me when it came to the spools was to have enough space. I wanted to put so much on it because more is more. To kind of calm it down a little, I did use 2 bottle brush trees. These were from the Target dollar spot years ago, and I put them on the red and green spool just to balance out the 6 of them. But yes, here I am back to working on the little miniatures. Oh, they're so cute. So I had a snowman, a little drummer, a little girl holding a tree or lady holding a tree, and then a Santa. So you're gonna see me working on each of them, and they turned out so darling. Okay, so when I got to the Santa, oh, he's so cute, but he just felt a little short. And so I wanted to think of a way to give him a little height so he didn't get lost. And in a grab bag, there were these 2 little mugs, and I chose the one that says Miracles Happen, but oh, so adorable. And little mini pom poms are currently in the Target dollar spot. And they come in the cutest little glass jar that can be reused when I'm done using them. But I I love the look of him. He looks like he's taken a jacuzzi and a peppermint mocha. Because isn't that what Santa would do? Well, I decided to tear it off. I wasn't happy with it, and so I pulled out this gold trim. Fun story. It sold once upon a time for 3 cents a yard. And I paired it with these beautiful red velvet bows that you can find at Hobby Lobby. And I think that was the touch I wanted on the spool part, because then you still got to appreciate the vintage spool. So here we go. Let's do the final reveal. And don't forget to cast your vote in the comments. Let me ask you a question. Is it possible to build meaningful relationships in an online creative community? A place where you're seen, a place where you're known, a place where you are encouraged and maybe nudged. Is that possible? I think it is. I have had the beautiful opportunity of being in groups over the years, and through that, one of the friendships that came to be was with Heather from Create Your Own Cozy. And Heather and I both have hearts for women, and we have hearts that want to encourage women in their creative journey, because we believe everyone is creative. And we, from this, have now officially launched today Cozy and Joy, a creative community with a side of business that will be co-led by Heather and I, and it will start in January. We are so excited. One of the topics that will be covered in January is about decluttering and finding joy and creativity again. I am so excited. I'm so excited for Cozy and Joy. And if this is something you want to know more about, there's the QR code here, and there will be a link in the description. We have a list of frequently asked questions, aka what we think will be frequently asked questions, that you can look through. And if it feels like it's something that could be a good fit, we encourage you to fill out the application and see if Cozy and Joy is right for you. Oh, isn't that exciting? Now that was exciting. That was a really exciting announcement. So I just have this one, which is the next video will be on Friday, November 21st at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll do some more holiday creating because I still have another holiday craft show coming up. And as always, friend, thank you for being here. It means so much, and I hope today that I encouraged you to be creative just for you.